I'm Dan Hernandez. I can welcome you to this week's episode of Sport Fishing. Well, last week's episode, you saw us catch marlin roosterfish. This week, we're back aboard the Don Julio. We're out of Palmas de Cortez. We're starting off bottom fishing. I got fish going right here. We're gonna do a little bit of this today, and then later in the day, when the marlin were coming up in the late afternoon, we're gonna go back, troll for some marlin, see if we can get a marlin or two, or maybe a dorado. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. See what I got here. There it comes. All right, well, here's my fish. Not what we wanted, looking for a pargo, but got a little bonita here. I'm gonna keep them for bait in case we see a big marlin. Here we go. So this is my first fish of the morning, bonita. We're gonna keep fishing here, try and get a pargo, and hopefully this afternoon we're gonna get us some marlin. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
¡Vámonos!
See what this one is. Maybe a little rockfish. Doesn't feel very heavy. Maybe we get a little rockfish, something to eat. See what it is. It's not very big, that's for sure. What do we got here? There it is. Un chico. Little baby rockfish. Beautiful little fish. Go ahead and let him go. He'll live, right? still fishing this reef, trying to get some bottom fish. I just got bit on the jig, just yo-yo fishing. Flat metal jig. I got bit. Hopefully it's a nice rockfish, something we can have for dinner. It's fighting pretty good. Oh, it's taking line, look at that. Taking line off the reel. Shaking its head. Not happy. That jig just hit the bottom, made 2 cranks on it, and the fish attacked it. Hopefully it's a pargo. I don't know. Feels like a nicer fish. This is just a variety, you know. Everybody comes down here for the billfish and the dorado, but sometimes you just want some good eating fish, and pargo is a good way to go for that. And I like the bottom fishing. You know, you never know what you're gonna expect. Might catch here. Might be a bonita. Shaking like a bonita. We'll see. But it was down deep, over 100 feet. It's acting like a tuna. Acting like a bonita. We'll see here in a little bit. Should have color here soon. There's that tuna I just caught. Down here they call them bonita. We call them skipjack tuna. And I got them on the jig, just bouncing it on the bottom. Not quite what we want, but they're still fun to catch. All right, yeah, let it go. There he goes. See what this one is. Hopefully there's some good eaters. We got 2 going now. Our deckhand's got one there, Armando. I got one going here. Mine's starting to feel like a tuna again, but I'm not sure. There's my fish right here. Another bonita. Not what we want to catch, but still fun. There's my bonita. There you go, Lucille. This one ate a little deep. Mano's got his fish going. I think he's got a pargo going. Let's see. Yeah. Let me just cut the line on it so we don't kill the fish. Let him go. If you guys watch the way he fights the fish, this proper technique, he lifts up. Every time he's lowering the rod tip, he's winding down. Doesn't matter where you fish in the world, what kind of fish you're going after. This is the technique you want to use. I don't care if it's a rainbow trout or a tuna, marlin. Here he comes right here. It's another skipjack right up here on the surface.
That's a big one. Look at that.
Something tried to bite it.
The blue marlin.
Marlin?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Ready?
Here, he's on my bait. He's on my bait. There he goes. There he goes. There's a marlin jumping. Right there. There's my marlin. So we got the fish on right now. The crew's gonna come down. They're gonna get all these lines out of the water. And then we might have to back down on it. I'm losing a lot of line on this fish. But that's one of the techniques. When the marlin comes up, swipes at a bait, doesn't eat it, you drop back a line. I drop back this dead ballyhoo, and the fish ate it. Okay, so my line got stuck in the props and we're clearing it out. I still have the marlin on here. So we're gonna have to cut the line and tie a knot on it. I just tied a double uni knot. Okay, so we cut the line. Line got stuck under the props. We cut the line. We got the line on another reel now. So I'm trying to get some of the line back so we get past that knot. So I got it past the knot. See if we can get this fish up. We might have another problem. The reel that we put this line on has a line already on it. All right, so the original line got stuck in the props. We had to cut that line. Now we're gonna have to cut again because this reel is just full of line. This week in the galley, I want to do a simple ceviche dish for you with rockfish. A lot of people are always asking me, can you do ceviche with rockfish? And yes, you can. This is some chucklehead, some whitefish, different rockfish I've caught. Just put it all together, mix it in here. This is a traditional ingredient that goes in most ceviche dishes. There's always some limes and lemons. And you can see how it's already changing the color of the fish. It's already getting lighter from just the juices hitting it. Most people will just add the lemon and lime, but to change things up a little bit, what I like to do is add orange. So I got some oranges here. You wouldn't think adding an orange would make a big difference, but it totally changes the flavor. Now, some of the other ingredients that I like to add, I like to put bell peppers and chilies. So these are some serrano chilies, and you can just put serrano chilies up to as hot as you like it. This is red and green bell peppers, some tomatoes, some fresh cilantro. Gotta always put that in there. And some red onions. Like to add a little salt. And all those ingredients are, the flavor is gonna go right into the fish. And you can see how this fish has already changed colors just in a couple of minutes we've been doing this. And this is the finished dish. This is what it looks like. Again, if I was at home or if I was gonna eat this later, I would throw this in the refrigerator for 2 hours, let all those juices cook in there, but you can already see how much the juices have already penetrated the fish, how it's changed the color, and it's already ready to eat. Just gonna take a little bite here. That is delicious. Just a really simple dish you can do with your rockfish. Just make a ceviche dish from rockfish, add these ingredients, and you won't be disappointed. All right, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing. I'm hand lining right now this marlin while we're connecting my line to a third reel now. Okay, there we go. See if we can get the fish now. This fish has had every chance to get away. That's why you can't quit. You got to just keep trying. You solve one problem, you go on to the next problem. So now we're on the third reel, third splice. Now he's just straight up and down. He's not happy. And this is a really light line. This is 30-pound test line. We had this rig for rooster fish, and they put a big bait on it. I tossed it out, and that's what the Marlin ate. So hopefully we can get him. He's straight up and down now. He's gonna jump again. Right over my shoulder there. Here he comes, here he comes. Here's the blue marlin we just got. We're gonna release it really quick. Fought this fish really hard, took 3 different reels. Beautiful fish. Let's let it go. There we go. That was just an amazing battle to catch that fish. You know, they took 3 different reels. The first line got stuck in the props while we're trying to clear the lines. Then after that, the reel that they put it on had too much line on it. I couldn't wind anymore. We had to splice it a 3rd time. And that was only 30-pound test line. It's amazing what the crew did to tie those knots, to get all the lines free, and to help me get that fish in. It was pretty amazing. And for about 2 minutes there, I was fighting the fish by hand. It was so good. This week's tip of the week, I really don't want to talk about the gear and how we cut all the fish. I just want to tell you that, to experience life, you need to expand your fishing experiences, your fishing horizons. Try something different. If you've only fished 20 miles from home, you haven't experienced something like fishing Baja. And I tell you, the East Cape is a beautiful, beautiful place to go. It's one of my favorite places in the world to come. It's the only place in the world I know where you can go in one day and catch a marlin. And that was, again, proof today. It was just an awesome experience. I've been coming down here for 40 years, and I just tell you, I really, really enjoy coming down here. The people are so warm. The captains, the crews, they all work so hard. So that's this week's tip of the week. Expand your horizons, stretch your fishing zone, come down the East Cape, try something different, go fish here. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. Marlin, tuna, dorado, roosterfish, all that's available here and much, much more. Well, I want to thank the Van Warmer family for hosting us here at Palmas de Cortez, and Sean, the owner of Don Julio, for inviting us to come fish on his boat. Had lots of fun. I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.